What is up everyone, it's CMG here, and it's time to charge up the Death Blossom and spin to eliminate, because today is a top 5 skins video dedicated to Overwatch 2's bringer of death, Reaper. Alright, so Reaper is somebody that, in all honesty, I don't play all that much, despite him being one of the more simpler DPS heroes to play in the game. That being said, Reaper possesses some of the most top tier legendary skins in the game, and it was honestly really difficult for me to make a top 5 on them, because despite making my list and feeling confident about it, I knew that I was leaving out some other quality skins and I felt really bad for it. So that's how good Reaper skins game actually is. So how about it then? For the next few minutes of your time, let's delve into my personal top 5 Reaper legendary skins in Overwatch 2. However, before I start this top 5 skins video, I just want to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. For those of you that have done it already, thank you. I highly appreciate you. Plus, don't forget to stick around until the end of the video to discover a skin I personally do not like for Reaper. Alright then, so let's get on with doing Reaper's top 5 list. Okay, so kicking off the list at number 5 right here, I will be putting Reaper's Dracula skin. The second Halloween terror skin that Reaper would receive, as opposed to the pumpkin skin he got earlier. Now, to be clear, I'm putting the Dracula skin here and not pumpkin, because honestly, in terms of design preference, I prefer the intimidating presence of Dracula over pumpkin. But they're both really good skins. Reaper is literally as the skin's name suggests. He is Dracula, and this skin couldn't fit his demeanor more perfectly. Probably the craziest thing about this skin, more than anything, is that Reaper's skull mask makes the Dracula's character a bit more menacing than regular Dracula you've seen in the movies. The coat he's wearing right here is redesigned to make it look more like Dracula's cape, and the colours of blood red and black are a perfect combination to depict Dracula's character. I love the shotguns as well, incredibly designed, and I especially enjoy looking at the red wings on the back of these weapons too, very cute. The skin, however, is a very old skin, and much as I respect it greatly, there are other more recent skins that I enjoy more than this one. Alright, so in the number 4 position, I reckon will be Reaper's Lunar New Year skin based off of Chinese war general Lu Bu. This skin has some utterly crazy features that make it look really awesome in my opinion. Now, it's low down here at 4 because I find some things about the skin that are a little too similar to the Dracula skin, such as the colour scheme being red and black, and it looking somewhat of a bulkier version of that skin. But the more unique features to the skin makes it higher than the Dracula one because of the dynamic areas of the skin that you can see, and it makes it all stand out, such as the really awesome feathers coming out of his head, and as they droop downwards they turn into sort of like a smoky effect, kind of selling the whole idea that despite portraying a war general, Reaper is still the mysterious bringer of death that we know that he is. Most people will say this Lu Bu skin is their favourite, and I can understand the reasons why. It's very, very awesome looking. Although this skin is a relatively old one, it's a respectable one among the community. Okay, bronze position time. Number 3 on this list, I have decided to actually place a skin that I don't own, surprisingly, and that is the biker skin. Yeah, I don't quite understand why I've never had the chance to unlock this skin, and yet here it is, placed at number 3. So this is a skin, of course, unveiled during the Summer Games event, and I love Reaper as a biker character personally. I think it fits his style. I especially like the shotguns. They have a really cool design to them. Only thing I feel disappointed about is the colour scheme. I'm not really a big fan of orange and white as a colour combo personally. Maybe if this skin got a recolor during those remix events before Overwatch 1 shut down, it would have been a really nice way to give this skin like a throwback. I mean, they could still do something like that in future seasons, maybe even recolor some old legendary skins like they did before and then give them to us as challenge rewards or something like that. Would be really awesome. I think if this biker skin had somewhat of a purple colour instead of orange, I'd love it a bit more. But the overall idea that went into the design of it, I appreciate a hell of a lot. Right, so number 2 on this list is going to be Dusk. Now, I know a lot of you might think that this is a really silly choice to put Dusk here in second position because you'll probably think it's a bit dull. But my opinion, I honestly think the design balance is pretty solid, all things considered. So, of course, the Dusk skin is one that you unlocked during the Code of Violence challenge back in February 2022. All you needed to do back then was to win 9 matches while playing any game mode, and then you were able to unlock this skin quite easily. Now, Reaper here has much less armor here as opposed to other skins, and his shotguns look a lot more low-tech and mechanical. And the mask he's wearing sounds like more like a gas mask or a pilot mask, you know, compared to the skull-like mask that he has in some of these other skins. Reaper's cape at the back, honestly, if you ask me, I think these smaller capes are a lot easier on the eye than a long drooping cape or a trench coat, because it goes back to the whole design balance I was talking about earlier. But anyway, I use this skin a lot too, so this is particularly why it's right up here at number 2. Alright, so we'll get to the number 1 pick in a moment, but before we do that, I just want to remind you all once again to like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you like what you are watching or you are hearing or anything like that. It really does appreciate me greatly if you could go ahead and do that. That'd be really awesome. Right, so at the number 1 spot on this list, in my opinion, the best Reaper skin from Overwatch 2, I mean, it's got to be Luchador, right? Damn, this skin kicks so much ass. See what I did there? Because if he wore this attire in a wrestling ring, he would be kicking a lot of ass. On a serious note, however, I absolutely love this skin, and this one is tied to Overwatch League, meaning the only way to obtain it is by purchasing it with Overwatch League tokens. So, as you would have figured out by now, Reaper is dressed as a stereotypical Luchador wrestler with a championship belt to boot. Luchador wrestlers are traditionally from Mexico, a country where Gabriel Reyes is from, so it makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of white, blacks, and golds all over the place, and I especially love the weapons for this skin. Honest to God, the best designs I have seen for a weapon. I do love all the gold skull designs and the whites and blacks, and of course the glare of the golden areas make it look so awesome. Honestly, the glare looks really nice. This is one skin I would not mind using time and time again. There's also some really cool looking abbreviations of this skin from other Overwatch League teams. I think one of them is for the Los Angeles Gladiators. I think they've got like a design dedicated to them with this skin. So definitely go and check that design out. I think there is a Dallas Fuel one. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there is one, I'll show it. But if not, I'll show the skin from a different team. But yeah, it comes from this team as well. So yeah, it's some really good different abbreviations for the skin. So there you have it. Those are the 5 Reaper skins in Overwatch 2 that I value more than any others. But what about one skin that I don't like from Reaper? Well, as I said previously, it was so hard to even make this top 5 skins video in the first place, i.e. listing my favourites and leaving some out, because some, if not all of them, are just awesome. But if I absolutely had to say one skin, I'd have to go with El Blanco. I mean, I don't mind the skin design at all. That part of it is fine. What I find strange is that they just had to slap a massive guitar on his back. For some reason, it just looks very, very weird to just see it just plonked there. To put it simply, my OCD is very strong here when it comes to the idea that as soon as I see something just slapped on for decoration, I don't particularly enjoy seeing it there, if that makes any sense. It's just literally, all they did was just slap a guitar on his back and that was it. The skin design of the whole thing, like the hat and the skull, is all fine. They could have just left the guitar out. I know what they were trying to do, but yeah. Alright then, so that'll be the end of today's video. Hope you got a little bit out of it. What are your favourite Reaper skins in Overwatch 2 right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day. Have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.